Josh, mate, you're sweating up. It looks hot, hard work out there.
Yeah, it's good. You know, we're forming a really good bond. It's real surprising how close we've come in 2 or so days. Usually, you know, when you meet new people, you form new combination. It takes a little while, but it's just surprising how good we're bonding. It's awesome.
Everyone who we've spoken to over the last 2 days say that you and Trent are driving this team around the park. Is that the job you've been given by Laurie specifically?
Yeah, definitely. It's sort of when we first got in here, Laurie said, you know, we need you to take control of the team, and you know, me and Trent are sort of, you know, we're rooming together, so it makes it a bit easier. And we just said, you know, let's just forget what people think, and you know, the boys might not like some things that you say to them, but in the end, in the long run, they know it's for the best for the team. And like I said, the boys have been great. You know, especially a big rap to the forwards. We've changed the way that, you know, the way they usually play a tad, and you know, we're looking good at the moment, so it's going good.
How excited are you to be here? You're just beaming.
Yeah. You know, it's awesome. You know, just for myself to play with you know, guys among this calibre is pretty amazing. You know, I sometimes, you know, the old cliche, you got to pinch yourself, but it's really awesome. I'm just coming out here, enjoying myself, enjoying my footy as I do week in, week out.
How determined are you to keep the jersey for the entire series?
Yeah, that's definitely something that I've thought about. You know, I just don't want this to be a one-game thing, and I know Trent's the same. So, you know, the best thing is we don't have to come in here and, like we said, we're trying to run the team around, but we don't have to overplay. There's so many good players around us that, you know, we have to sometimes just give them the ball and let them do their magic. You know, guys like Jared Hayne and guys like that who are in, you know, unbelievable form. So, yeah, like I said, the bonds are going really good, and you know, we just got to keep going forward.
You got mucked around a little bit last year. Did you ever think you'd be back here in a starting position?
To tell you the truth, probably no, not in the starting side. I obviously wanted to get back in the side somewhere, and you know, I just wanted to be playing consistent footy for the Dogs, and you know, I got the starting spot, and yeah, I'm pretty over the moon, but I don't just want to be here to be a part of it. I want to put my stamp on it, and you know, have a good game, and you know, hopefully the guys can go away from here saying that, you know, I want to play with Josh again.
Josh, how hard was it to watch Game 3 last year?
Yeah, it was tough. You know, it was obviously a tough decision for Laurie and for myself. I was massively disappointed, but you know, I went away from it, you know, thinking positive, you know, because obviously if I kicked stones and worried too much about it and thought too much into it, I would have just dug my hole deeper. But you know, I tried to just go back to club, play some good footy, and you know, this was my goal. This is obviously my goal, to come back this year and get in the side, and you know, I got the start, so it's awesome.
I know growing up, Freddie was your idol. How much of a role has he played in your development?
Yeah, he's awesome. I can talk to him on a footy level, and I can talk to him, you know, away from it, you know, even about footy, having a muck around, and it just makes it a lot easier. You know, I always ask him little things, and he's always coming up to me saying, you know, was that the right thing you've done, or do you think you could do it a bit better? And that's good, because you know, you don't want people telling you you're doing all the right things when you're not. So he's good in that sense, and yeah, it's great to have him around camp.
Yesterday, a lot of the Queensland players gave you a big rap. They played off your nickname Grub and said you were a pest on the field, but they said that you bring exactly what Origin football needs. You think they were pumping your tyres, or are they worried about you?
Oh, that's good. Thanks boys. Thanks for that. Nah, but I don't know. I get asked this question a lot, and you know, even guys that I play against here, they say the same thing. You know, but hopefully, like I said, I can play with these guys, and you know, I'm different on the field when I'm on your team. You know, I'm pumping you up. I'm doing my best to help you in any way I can, and that's just what I want to do. I want to bring energy. I want to bring all the enthusiasm into the game. And like I've said before, I won't be throwing the miracle cutout balls, but I won't let the inside guy down.
And mate, what you're doing out there is looking pretty sharp with your teammates. But what do you do thinking about the opposition? Say JT, you know, is one of the best ever, and you're up against him, and you'll need to unsettle him. What are you going to do to him?
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. But to tell you the truth, mate, especially me and Trent and our whole Bulldogs, so this year we've tried to take the approach of not thinking about the opposition, and I'm doing the same thing here. You know, obviously it's hard not to think about him, because like you said, he is one of the, or if not the best player going around, and you know, hats off to him. But I just got to make sure I know my role, and I've got some great defenders inside and outside of me in Bowie Scott and Joshy Morris. So they're pretty solid defenders, and they've been talking to me, you know, the whole training session. So I just got to be confident in myself and confident in my role.
You said you're rooming with Trent. Are you living up to your reputation as a grub, and is he a neg freak or what?
Nah, it's probably the other way around, mate. Yeah, I'm always telling him to pick up his clothes and everything all over the floor. It's pretty disgusting, actually. So, no, that's a lie. I'm not that, but nah, it's good, mate. It's good. you know, we're just obviously just keeping forming the bond. You know, we're just going over the plays, you know, every couple of hours and just making sure we know what's going on. So yeah, it's really cool. You know, it's cool to be just having your mate there to, you know, have a laugh with and get serious as well.
So you sit in the motel room, mate, and throw balls around, and he stand here this way, that way you work the moves together?
Probably not that, mate. The most thing we do is probably play a bit of FIFA. That's what we've been doing at the moment. But no, like I said, we're definitely talking about the little things, you know, where we think we might be able to get them and things like that. But we're definitely soaking it up too. You know, it's obviously when we get on that field, we're nice and serious and nailing our roles. But other than that, we're just trying to have a good time, because, you know, if it all gets too serious, you know, it's not fun. So we want to make sure we're having fun at the same time.
Has anyone given you and Trent any advice about the occasion that is running out in an Origin game at Suncorp?
Yeah, it's a few of the boys. You know, obviously I got spoken a bit about that last year, obviously because I come in and yeah, I just said to Trent, it's crazy, you know, running out onto that Suncorp stadium and the whole stadium hating you. I think it's a pretty cool feeling. Might be a bit weird to some people, but yeah, you know, there's so much hatred there, and it just shows how passionate people are, and you know, that gives me a boost, you know, because I'm so passionate about the game, and I really, you know, I like to see people are the same, and you know, I'm sure Trent will, you know, be a bit nervous at the start, but he'll fall back into his normal, casual, cool self when the game starts.
Jared Hayne didn't finish training, mate. When you see a bloke getting a bit of treatment during a session, do you go, oh, hang on, I'm a bit worried?
Nah, mate, I think it's more, they might have just pulled him out at the end there just because he was, you know, might have pulled up a bit tight, but, you know, that's the way it is. That's footy, mate. Week in, week out, you get these little niggles, but, you know, I'm sure next Wednesday he'll be ready to go.